What up? It's me, Tiny Pirate Gaming, and if you're a fan of Grounded-themed, Grounded-related content, then I have some big news for you, because Grounded's next update is coming out November 13th, which is less than 2 months away. Less than 2 months, new Grounded content dropping for the game, free new content coming to the game, and they showed off today on the Casually Grounded dev stream during the Grounded 1-year anniversary since the release of 1.0. They showed off a teaser of one of the new features that's coming into the game with the new update, and that appears to be the ability for the players to place game assets all over the yard. They showed off being able to place new baseballs, being able to place army men, juice boxes, mints, bouncy balls, jacks, donuts, soda cans, candy containers, cassette tapes, even charcoal. It appears we're going to be able to place around, and that opens up the speculation of what else are they going to allow us to place around the yard. Are we going to be able to place creature spawns? Are we going to be able to place lab sections? And are we going to be able to build anywhere now? Is there no longer going to be a land rights restriction on where we can build? Because if we're going to be able to spawn in game assets, sort of like what people can do with console commands or with mod menu options, they're just going to make it a game feature, obviously in a custom game world, probably not in survival. But is that also going to mean we're going to be able to build everywhere? For those of you who used to play Grounded in the Elden times, way back in the Grounded game preview during Grounded 0.1.0 in the ancient times, you might remember we used to be able to build lights underground. We used to be able to build inside of the labs. You used to be able to build basically anywhere. There was no restrictions, no limitations on where you could build. You could build underwater. It was crazy. It was wild. It was the Wild West of the Grounded era, the Elden times, where things were crazy. Are we going to see a return of that functionality where players are going to start to be able to build all over the place? At least in a custom game world where you're also going to be able to place these assets around. What other sorts of assets are they going to let us do creature spawns? Again, like, my mind, the amount of speculative theories going on in my mind right now are too much for me to even express in video format. I can't even express the potentiality of options, especially for player-generated content that could come by giving the player this sort of control over what they can do with their backyards. Like, you could already build all over the place to make your backyard your own, but now being able to do this, being able to place baseballs, potentially frisbees, hedges, berry bushes, who knows what else, anywhere you want around the backyard is sort of mind-blowing. We'll have to see how much functionality we really get from this, but are you excited for it? Let me know in the comments, what are you planning to do with this new feature? Are you going to build a maze? Are you just going to experiment with it? Just an experimental feature? We obviously have to experiment with it and test its limits. How much can we do? It's very exciting, and remember that this is just a small portion of the new content that's coming with the new update. This was just what they showed off in a short, like, 15-second teaser. There's probably going to be a lot more, considering this update, they've been working on it for a long time, it seems. So I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot more content packed into this. What do you think is potentially going to come with this? Ever since they released the Brawny Boy bin, it's sort of opened up in my mind the idea that map expansions is a potential thing. They're not done potentially building the world of Grounded out and up. And that was with just a small Brawny Boy bin, but it was a map expansion. And I started thinking about what other areas of the current map that exists in the game does the player not really have an option to explore. You know, there's a big structure in the back corner of the yard that potentially could be opened up as an interior space. And then obviously there's the house. You know, the fact that they're giving us sort of the inside of the Brawny Boy bin and potentially maybe more map expansions. The game director himself has said Grounded can be infinitely expanded upon. I'm sure I'll clip it in. Maybe right here. Maybe in another spot. No, we'll probably do it right here. Clip it in.
Since we're kind of, I wouldn't say like wrapping up stuff, because I don't think we'll ever like really wrap up stuff. Who knows what the future, you know, there's so many cool ideas. You know, Grounded world can be infinitely expanded on.
There it is. There you saw it. That was the game director letting you know that they're not done. Grounded's got a lot of expansion to go. A lot more to come. A lot of new features. And the fact that we're getting a feature like this after we just got a new boss creature, after we just got a map expansion, I can't wait to see what else is coming. I can't wait to see what else is coming. And if you're excited to see what else is coming, then remember that if you're a fan of grounded themed, grounded related content presented in tutorial format, then you've come to the right channel, because that's basically all that I do here. And if that interests you, then defeat the like button with a super streamer special move, and I hope that this video earned your subscription today. You can also follow me on Twitch for live streams and join the Tiny Pirate Gaming Discord to discuss grounded, gaming, content creation, and more, along with me and the rest of the Hashtag Tiny crew. So whether I see you here in the comments, over on the Twitch sphere, or someplace else across the Streamiverse, just know that I really appreciate all of your support, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time.
Arg, matey, watch your step. There be a tiny pirate here.
Whoa, I'm not just small, I'm tiny. This is freaking awesome!
Neat! Here it is on the map.